Welcome to another exciting podcast for Pastrami Nation, the meat of pop culture. My name is Nolan Smith, and I have like a Thanksgiving table full of people today. So let's go ahead and introduce everybody. First off, we got
Jason.
I'm Eddie.
Random fucker.
David. I'm Andre.
Denton.
And there we go, guys. So before we get started, today is 9/11. So let's just take a moment of silence, for those we lost on 9/11. All right, thank you, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. First, if you're watching, thank you for watching. We appreciate that. Pastrami Nation is the meat of pop culture. So comic books, movies, video games, conventions, cosplay, anything that's cool, we like to cover it. Today we are giving away a few really cool things. You see them right in the forefront. You see a pop for Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell.
The original McSteamy.
The blonde Tom Cruise.
Weird. I mean, Denton, you creep me out every time.
Really?
Nope.
I'm shocked.
It was just, we watched that when we were kids.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't watch Saved by the Bell when you were growing up, you must have been living under a rock or something.
Or you were born way after,
Yeah.
There are people that are around that were born after 9/11 happened, so there's people that didn't watch Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, so they'll never know the
today
greatness.
they're all legal, right? If you were born on 9/11, today you're actually legal.
Yeah. Legal for what, Dennis?
Legal, you can buy that lottery ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
There's some shit that I want to say right now that I'm totally not going to. We're going to leave it at that.
So-
leave that up to Eddie.
You get a chance to win the Zach Morris pop, but also we have the Loyal Subjects, Battle Cat, and Panther,
Very awesome
which, Loyal Subjects is such an awesome
company.
company. Can't see Denton. Denton, you got to scoot in a little. Somebody said they can't see you.
That's all they're here for, Denton.
Yeah, they want you, and that was Brian.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Whoever said that.
Oh, and Darren's watching. Darren was just in the shop. So
What up, Darren?
Hey, Darren.
Hey, Darren, how goes it?
So we got Jason Bean, who said the video is much better today. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. And congrats, Jason, on your awesome win that I saw today from Mad Cave. That's really cool.
Great job, Bean.
Eric-
He's got to win at something. He's not going to win at fantasy football.
Oh, man. That's sad. Eric's watching.
Knives are out.
Eric Griffin. Eric the
Oh,
Red.
Eric. Hey, Eric. How you
Yeah.
doing?
Art, one of our reporters out in Redlands.
Oh, Art Macias, yes.
Vincent Gutierrez. Laura is also watching. Hey, Laura.
Hey there.
So,
Vincent, Laura.
Rob Laura.
Oh, Jason Bean, the Loyal Subject is the greatest. I agree, man. They're fantastic. So we wanted to make sure we have some cool Loyal Subject swag for today. We love Loyal Subjects. I know myself and my brother, we're big fans of it. So how do you win that stuff? Just leave a comment. That's it. Just leave a comment.
That's all you got to do.
Any comment. But you know who can't win?
Let us
Anybody at this
clarify.
table
Yeah.
cannot win.
Nobody here can win, Denton. Nobody here can.
No.
Your comments.
I was like under the table right now, just commenting.
Well, he was going to run to the bathroom and yell.
Give me the angry face emoji. I don't know what that hurts your feelings when you get
You mean the
angry
poop
face
emoji?
Especially from someone like Nolan.
He is the poop emoji.
See? I'm going to leave this fucking podcast.
I'll call you the ambulance.
Fries with that
Something I'm not even a part of.
Cheese with that wine.
Oh, wow.
Jesus, here we go. Remember all the hairs on this side of the table.
Getting pretty hairy over
He's
there.
right. It is right there.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, he's got some. It's in there.
I got my hair.
You got to switch, man.
Switch teams, Eddie.
Oh, Jason
You know
Bean
what I'm saying?
put the fantasy football championship is mine already. So. Oh, weird.
That last.
So leave a comment.
We don't talk about sports here.
Saturday at 9 o'clock, we're going to call it. We're going to say it's done, and we're going to draw a winner based off of your comments right here
9 o'clock
on Facebook.
Saturday, right?
9 o'clock Saturday is Saturday. So you have all that time to leave a comment. So let's go ahead and jump into, well, first a brief topic, which Denton will be able to talk about, which is Spawn number 300 and 301. So 300 just came out like
Was
last
amazing.
week. Right, fantastic.
amazing.
I agree. And the covers, man.
Oh, man.
So many great covers.
So many covers.
That Alex Ross cover just
Well, that's 301.
I think total
That is 301,
17,
yes.
but a lot of those are kind of recycled in a way. Like trade, virgin, black and white.
Oh, right. I know the Virgin ones
Looking
look
at
so
like
cool without any kind of.
6 covers in different formats, I think. And they're going with the same theme for 301, basically.
We just saw some covers for 301 today.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Finally released them.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer because they released them after Final Order Cutoff.
That
and
J.
then
Scott
becomes a
Campbell cover,
challenge.
man.
Oh, man. If you have not seen that, go check it out. Wow.
What's it look
is
like?
Incredible.
It looks like the Unicorn Bang can. It's a light blue, pink, but
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong, but
It's like-
Unicorn Bang is just...
yeah.
Right? Like at first I was
He was like, "That's my jam."
I was like a unicorn bang.
Yeah, Unicorn
Like-
Bang.
podcast
It's a rainbow Unicorn Bang,
Yeah.
This is getting even weirder.
and it looks just like that can, but that cover is awesome.
It is.
It's
It looks
amazing.
So great.
When I saw when I saw Alex Ross was on there, it was like mind blown. What I'm curious that I don't really know of is in 300, McFarlane would only allow someone to do cover if they did interiors. So I'm really curious to see if Alex Ross is going to be doing any sort of interiors.
A
At all.
fully painted Spawn book.
I mean, just think of a
That'd
couple
be-
of
that'd be
pages of
sweet.
Alex Ross interiors. I don't know if he has ever done interiors. I mean, I'm sure maybe at some point, but I mean that art is intense.
He did Marvels, right?
He did Marvels.
Marvels
Yeah.
was fully painted.
All by him.
Oh yeah.
Can you
yes.
imagine a fully painted Spawn book with the acetate cover like the old Marvels?
Yeah.
Wow, incredible.
Wow.
He is incredible for sure.
How do you feel about them releasing a reprint with different content in 300?
All right.
I think that's the only way to do it, if you ask me. I mean, if you're going to ask fans to whether double down or go back to the store after they were... Because you're only going to get a second print, A, if you're a completionist and you have to have everything, or B, you missed out on the first one.
Right.
So if you go one time and you didn't get that cover, or you didn't get that book in general, to ask you to come back to try again, I think you should get some sort of bonus. So I think adding content to it is a good thing to do.
I haven't really heard of that happening before. Does that happen often?
Well, with White Widow, they did that.
Oh, okay.
Second prints had additional content. Actually became a bit more expensive too. Spawn is still at the same $7.99 price point, so I think that's a fair thing to do. But I think in the same breath, it does drive people to become completionists because now you're adding content to a book and now almost forcing people to buy the second print regardless.
Right.
Keep it. That was a sneeze.
Bless you.
Bless you.
There it is. Okay. There it is. There it is. All right.
Gone zoo
The
type.
sound came later, like the video was off sync.
Like those old Godzilla movies. Achoo.
Dang. We got some comments. Spawn is finally coming to Mortal Kombat 11, which next
Was-
year
Was he not in any other Mortal Kombat before?
he was in Soul Calibur.
Okay, that was
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but he's coming in March. Like Joker is coming in.
Wonder what his
February.
fatality's gonna be.
Something,
so
something
the-
hellish.
Are those like downloadable upgrades? Is that
It's
that's
the
what it
5
is?
character pack. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What are the 5 characters?
So
Well, I know for sure Terminator, Joker, Spawn. Do you remember the other ones? They weren't as impressive.
There were Mortal Kombat characters, weren't there?
Oh,
yeah,
it
it was
was
like the
Sindel.
movie,
Sindel
version of
and,
Shang Tsung, right?
Shang Tsung.
Yes,
you're
the
right.
movie
Yeah,
one, yes.
and he's the one
version.
that's already out right now.
Oh, is he out? Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, he's the first one of that pack.
The one that says flawless.
Yeah, I have, off of that alone, I almost downloaded that
I
game.
felt like the Joker was out of place though. The art didn't look very good.
Oh, I agree.
Something.
He doesn't-
It was like
he-
the wrong kind of Joker.
Especially when we're getting this really cool Joker coming out in the movie, The Joker. Don't give us this little cheesy hipster-looking Joker. We don't want him.
That's just their take on the Joker,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. They're trying to be
True,
cool.
very true.
They make him edgy and...
Yeah,
Well, there is multiple Jokers, right?
there
So
are.
just
There are
one-
comics
There
about
was-
that.
There's,
About
There's
like
three,
one that
right?
sucked really bad.
We're all Jokers in our own way.
He's got
All of us?
philosophical.
It just got deep
There's only
right
one
now.
of us at this table that.
Let's see. We have there's some more comments. Jason Bean. He put, "What? Now I have to buy the second print? F me." Yes, you do. Eric Griffin put, "When does the next Howling Commandos come out?" Because
Oh, boy.
that was always his biggest comic, Howling Commandos. I've never seen a grown man cry like I saw that day. So when
Yes.
they canceled the modern day Howling Commandos, he was at QVC. He just broke down.
He called out of work like a
He wanted me to
football
grab
team
him, and
boss.
I was like, I can't.
He was that guy.
That guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I made a shirt with it, but I didn't sell it to him.
And he cried some more.
You made a shirt.
Pretty sure you just lost one
wait,
viewer. Check that out.
Eric has
Did you
left.
make the shirt for him or for yourself?
I made it for him, but then I
But
didn't.
then you were like, I'm not going to sell it. Wow.
So I knew he was going to be watching how to wear it today.
Oh,
Savage.
Horrible.
Let's see. Andy is watching. Hey, Andy. And we got Terminator. Yeah, Terminator is the other
Yes.
character. So Sindel, Nightwolf, Terminator.
Here it is, yeah.
And then yeah.
Those are like wasted spots still.
I know, man.
I feel like those are just regular
I heard Ash was
MK.
supposed to be in there. From,
They should have been there in the
Darkness.
first place.
Yeah,
man.
Ash would have been an awesome,
hell yeah.
awesome play, and then it would
Predator.
have made sense. It would have made sense.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see something so off the wall, like randomly Hulk Hogan's.
Hogan. Oh, he does the big leg drop for a fatality.
Yeah, like who would expect
What
that?
you gonna do?
I would love.
Yeah, like it would just be so random.
That would be rad.
I can just imagine like the fatality
Appropriate
video.
term.
Right?
He's doing it all posing.
Like he's just
He's on his
posing on him and stuff.
He's holding up some chick's head like this. Brother.
So somebody pitched that over to another.
Yeah,
we need
yeah,
Hulk
for
Hogan
sure,
in there.
Does that mean that like since Spawn's in MK, does that mean and MK is like a Warner Brothers property, right? Does that mean like the movie is going to be a Warner Brothers property?
It's a Bloomhouse.
Is it Blumhouse?
Bloomhouse is who, but that shit's not official yet. Either.
It's not.
Yeah.
I thought like McFarlane was supposed to be like writing it or something.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah, but he
it's
wants
not-
total creative control.
No, they're not going to give him that.
It becomes challenging. He doesn't want to. How far off topic are we going to get?
No, you
I'm
can
sorry.
That's fun.
I'm
No,
sorry.
I mean, I'll just get on the dumb soapbox, but he wants total creative control, but he doesn't. It's not a Spawn movie where Spawn moves in the costume as Spawn, like you saw in the first book or the first movie. I'm sorry, or in the book in general.
Yeah.
It's like a horror thriller mystery where
Oh,
Spawn
okay.
like moves in the background, and you don't. This is
more-
what McFarlane has said, but
It's more about the cops.
yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
you have Jamie Foxx playing Spawn. So how does he not get a predominant role? I mean, and then Jeremy Renner is Twitch, I believe.
Ooh, from Sam and
So
Twitch.
it's like it's gotten as far as like
Interesting.
casting, but like nothing else.
Casting those two, no solid script, no finalized deal from Blumhouse, so no check has been written.
Okay, all right.
But when we were at the retailer summit, Todd stood up on stage and said that he had just signed the deal for the check, and that has since changed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he wants total creative control, and he doesn't want anybody taking it in any different direction. I'm not going to be mad at that. First one was amazing and trash all at the same time. So
But
I agree.
I didn't. That's like as far as the comic
amazing
goes,
trash.
like with Spawn,
Amazing.
like,
Aren't we all
The
amazing
raccoon
trash?
wants to roll around it.
Amazingly trashy.
Oh, Jason Bean did someone just point a fan at the microphone?
oh.
I think we're Xing the fan, guys, so we can hear
Sorry.
everything.
All right.
We'll
Thanks,
sweat
Bean.
for you. That's what
Yeah.
we're
Sweat.
saying. We're going to sweat for you.
And let's see, Eric Griffin, Howling Commandos never got a chance to fly. You need to come in and talk to Denton about Howling Commandos.
Yes.
He is like the comic guy here. You need to come in.
Talk to Denton and then a counselor.
or a counselor before and after. Prepare yourself and then clean your soul.
Yes.
What were you saying, Andre? About
Oh, I was saying like, well, Spawn 300, man. That was like, I think like the very like first Spawn I've like ever sat down and read, because before that my older brother was way into Spawn. I just dug the covers, and then when I opened it, I was like, okay, this is like too scary for me as a kid.
Sure.
But going into it, like there was like so much. I mean, like as a first time reader, right? I wouldn't expect it, but like there was like things like he went back and clarified on some stuff, like maybe some answers that long-time readers, like I was on the phone with my brother and he was like, this makes sense now. Like this is so great, because he went back and answered questions that were just left. So I dug that, and like my brother, who's also like a completionist with Spawn, like that's like he loves that character. He dug it, man. And the art in it was like,
Ooh, that
it was
art
just
was-
like, it was just so amazing.
They
I
really
mean,
found the right artist for each of the arcs in the book too. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it helped tell the story better with how the art actually did
sure.
change with the part of the story what was being told in it. I thought.
For sure. I was very skeptical on Jay Scott doing interiors for Spawn, mainly because he draws feminine qualities and Spawn's not that. But his
That's
chapter was so perfect.
That's a really good point.
Right.
There was nobody better that could have done that chapter. So I don't want to
No, he did it real
There's
good.
no spoilers on that. That's brand new, so we're not
Yeah.
spoiling that at all.
We got a big
Really good.
chunk of comments just on the static feedback from the fan.
They're not.
Sorry.
They're not
It's
a
all-
fan.
They're not a fan.
Whatever, we will all die for you guys.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
That's just fantastic.
Well played.
Let's see what we got going on.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Tyler is watching,
What up, TK?
and he put Pastrami Nation with a bunch of O's. And then Vincent Gutierrez put, what about Rawhead Rex? Anyone remember?
Vincent Gutierrez. Of course, you brought that up.
It sounds like something Denton would know, but I don't know.
What? Huh?
Rawhead
Oh,
Rex.
Rawhead Rex.
Rawhead Rex? No.
Apparently, crickets are chirping now.
Yeah.
No, lost us.
Lost us.
You know what? That gives us a great opportunity to jump into the first topic.
It's your homework. Yeah.
So let's go into one of these topics. We're going to talk about Masters of the Universe.
Yes.
So He-Man was a big part of, well, I think a lot of people's childhoods at this table, right?
I was an actual
Yes.
child at that time.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
I don't
was-
believe it.
I was a grown man at that time.
I'll buy that.
Which birth certificate was that? When you purchased?
Only purchases at 25.
So it's coming back because at PowerCon, Kevin Smith announced that he is producing, I think. He's not like
Yes.
directing, producing the new animated show. It's hitting Netflix. It's supposed to be a direct continuation of the 1980s.
The 80s where it left off. Yeah, not that new Adventures.
Not the
in He-Man
2000X,
the
not New
2000.
Adventures.
crap. No. 2000X was good, though. I,
like
love 2000X. Because
The toys weren't that great
No, it
no, but yeah, they were cool for their time.
compared to the classics.
compared to the classics that we get nowadays, you know, like. But He-Man was just like, I woke up to a lot of Christmases where there was that He-Man figure under the tree, or
Oh, yeah.
my mom would never get me Skeletor though because she says it'll give me nightmares. So like, I never had a Skeletor figure. I remember I got.
And look how you turned out.
Yeah, it turned out wonderful. my favorite two
Totally
characters
outside when you're not
are
around.
Stinkor and Spikor. Call my little kid that likes stinky things and spiky things.
Oh,
I was
sums you
a
up.
kid that got to admire my friends' toys.
Oh.
Because
right.
at that time I had Star Wars, and growing up, we had to collect one toy, and it was Star Wars. We didn't have multiple toys. My neighbor did, so we went over to his house, and he had the castle.
The Grayskull.
Great Castle.
Castle Grayskull.
yeah, I remember that.
castle
I
was
didn't get
awesome.
that. My friend had it.
Yeah, my brother
never
had
had
that. Man. None of his actually like the.
He-Man didn't actually fit
Yeah,
through the
never
door.
fit in.
No.
He was like huge compared to the doorway.
Yeah, yeah, we had to like turn him
Yep,
sideways
you
to
turn
get him
him
in
sideways
there.
head first.
There was no art on it. You got stickers. And you put the stickers on
Good
it.
old days.
Yeah.
And all the paint was different on every one of them.
Oh,
There's a
wow.
documentary on Netflix about.
Or it's like
The toys
who
and
did it?
everything.
Was that like Canner
It's
Toys or something like
Mattel.
that, or was
Mattel.
that?
Yeah.
It wasn't Canner.
Kenner
No, but
did
Kenner did
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
that's right.
Kenner did Star Wars. That was the whole thing about He-Man. That's how it started. Was Kenner did Star Wars. Star Wars first went to Mattel. Mattel said no, and they lost billions. Okay, but they were doing He-Man at the time, and when they were doing He-Man, they didn't have a movie to back it, so they did the cartoon. But before they did the cartoon, they got asked to do Conan. They didn't back that one, but they screwed them by saying, giving them some artwork and saying we could do these toys.
Yeah.
And then they dropped it. And yes, there was a legal battle between Conan producers and the affiliates trying to sue Mattel, and Mattel won. So they're having a big struggle trying to get the toy out, and they got the toy out, but they didn't have anything, so they went with the cartoon.
Gotcha.
Toy came first.
Interesting.
And they did well. They
Oh,
hundreds
yeah.
of toys, hundreds of them.
Well, and Mattel's going to be cranking out more
More
He-Man
this one,
and
yeah.
Masters of the Universe toys
Yeah.
because they're, well, not relaunching, but they're creating a brand new line starting next year.
They're slightly smaller.
It's
than
going to be a
the-
combination of like what they call the classics, which is the ones the Horsemen did, and then the vintage.
Okay.
Taking them, combining them both to where you have this smaller toy, size of the vintage, but with better articulation, sculpted by the Four
The
Horsemen.
battle cat
Okay,
looked
but
awesome.
that's mostly like for us though, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's
The-
going to
well-
be at Walmart, so
Well,
we're
the
going to
last,
find it.
the last generation toys, was more for us too. And then when they released those, they released all of them. She-Ra, everything.
The classics line,
All
right?
the classics.
She-Ra's on
yeah,
Netflix,
exactly,
right?
exactly like the
Oh,
classics. Except they're improved, more to scale. better armor.
But they were all like online, like through Mattel,
Collector.com.
You almost
So
never
they kind
saw
of like
them in
redeemed
stores.
themselves
Oh,
off
wow.
the 2000 mistake.
Well, actually, I like that 2000 one. It's just the articulation wasn't there. You know, I like the look of
The
that.
comics
King
were really
Hiss.
cool that they did during that time.
Remember
too.
the King
Yeah.
Hiss? That's the first time they gave us that
That cool, like
kind of
armored.
Egyptian-looking, kind of armored King Hiss,
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
as opposed to the one with the mask that looked like a raccoon from the early 80s.
So it'll be interesting to see first what the cartoon's going to look like, and then two what the toys will turn into.
Isn't there a live-action movie in the
Are
works
they-
too?
So
Yeah, I
with
heard about
some Noah Centino,
At one time, they had a release date.
That has to be like really
they
big
do have a
budget.
release date for like.
If you're going to get Battle
2021?
Cat done
Oh,
right,
okay.
and some of the characters like the
Oh, yeah,
Beastman and them,
for
you
sure.
have to. There's got to be some major like Marvel quality CG in there.
There's a big issue.
Who's making it?
Who was it, Nolan?
I have no clue. I just remember seeing the big promo poster that Mattel put out
I would hope
And
so. I mean,
For a
like,
live action movie?
for a live action
Yeah,
movie.
they've
Well,
switched
Twi-
multiple times. Like writers, directors have switched like multiple times.
Well, because it usually becomes it's a crapshoot. You know, you get the wrong people involved in it.
Or are they gonna
you
put
get the other
He-Man-
Masters of the
He-Man and
You don't let
He-Man
Guy
again?
Ritchie direct the Masters of the Universe.
yeah, well, obviously you stay away from Guy Ritchie, stay away from Bryan Singer, and please stay away from Joel Schumacher.
What are you talking about? He was the best Batman of our
Stay away
generation.
I'm
from
not a
these
fan
guys.
of the neon penguin
The
thugs.
back card. I mean,
Batman card, yeah. the
As a
George Clooney.
kid, I was like, "This is amazing." Now I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Well, that's the thing about the movie.
yeah,
At the time, everybody's like, "This is amazing," and then you grow up a few years later, and you're like, "That
Didn't age well.
crap." It
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
age
for
at
sure.
If
all.
anybody said that Tommy
But-
Lee Jones Two-Face was amazing, they're a liar.
he was amazing.
Two-Face doesn't laugh like
I remember thinking when I saw Tommy Lee Jones, I was like, "That's not Landau Calrissian. What happened?" to
Oh, I know, right?
I was like, "What happened?"
That was the plan.
Lando. Oh yeah, Lando was the
Yeah.
original Harvey Dent.
Yeah, he was
Dent,
in part
yeah.
2. So when like Tommy Lee Jones, as a kid, I was like,
He was in
"Wait,
part one, wasn't he? Or was
he?
it part
No, I think he was in part,
Part
2.
two.
He was in part 2. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, he was in part 2.
And then
With
also
Oswald Cobblepot.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, what happened here?" I was like, "We're here now."
The Riddler was pretty silly too. Now that you think
Oh,
about
Jim
it,
Carrey, shut your mouth.
Fair to say those all completely fell apart.
you were supposed to understand. And Jim Carrey.
So let's see what comments we got based on He-Man.
Yeah.
So we do know. Well, there's more Rawhead Rex in there.
Just they're just gonna
Rawhead.
repeat it.
Yeah, I have the Power. We have Slime Pit Toys. We have there's a great documentary on Netflix about Master of the Universe toys. You guys got to do a horror podcast sometime in October.
Oh,
I agree. We were just talking about that on the way here. Yeah,
Halloween, you know.
yeah. We'll do a nice Halloween themed podcast
Halloween.
with some creepy things,
Mike
and then
Myers.
maybe we'll finally have that match that was supposed to happen.
What
That's
match was
creepy.
that? What match was
Totally
that?
creepy.
It doesn't get any creepier than that.
What match? What are we talking about?
creeped out
For
right
those
now.
that missed out the first time.
So if anybody remembers that
Nothing. We're
match,
not talking about
leave a
anything at all.
comment
We're moving
and I'll
on.
read the
The King of the Mankini.
the Mankini.
King of the Mankini.
That's right.
so
But with
Title
Masters
match.
of the Universe, before we change subjects, there
So-
is a new book coming as well.
the Masters of the Multiverse, right? Yeah.
Multiverse, yeah,
That looks really cool
for sure.
because it has the Dolph Lundgren, He-Man in there, has the New Adventures, has all of them crossing into there.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'll be on board for it.
Oh yeah,
got.
I know Bean's on board for it.
Gentlemen.
Bean better be on board, yeah, and for Spawn 300-second.
My two.
Counting.
So we'll go ahead and wrap up the He-Man part with, if you want to win a Battle Cat or a Panther from the loyal subjects, leave a comment on here. Saturday, 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We're going to call it, and well, good luck. You know, if you're out of the area, we will ship it to you at no cost to you. If you are in the area, you got to come by Linebreakers and pick it up. So,
Yay.
isn't that fantastic?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Jason Bean said you can add it on Comic Hub now.
Yep,
Look at that.
sure can.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Bean.
Jason.
It's coming out.
In Hyuk Lee art, it looks incredible. It's a November release, I believe.
Is it in the newest previews?
I feel like it was in August, but I think maybe it is in September.
I'm going to have to look on there. I haven't placed my order yet.
I know it's on there for sure, but
I'm going to have to do that.
looks great.
What artist would you guys like to see take on He-Man? Like, comic artist, be it Alex Ross or a Jusko or
Just
Hard jam.
I think with that type of stuff,
Art
I think it
journal.
would definitely stand out with the covers with those type of
Yes.
guys. But I would like Ryan Otley jumps in me for
Yes.
interiors.
He's
on
like
Ryan Otley or
action
Frank
books
Cho?
is perfect for him.
Frank Cho
Yeah.
is freaking. I'd love
Well,
to.
especially because look what he specializes.
He's been leaving all these like sketches at the hotels he's been at lately. I'm watching him on.
I follow him. I see
I
his.
was like, these are
What-
the dopest sketches
man.
I've
What's-
ever
what's
seen.
gonna
They're
go
just
on with He-Man's
hash
hair?
hash marks,
Yep.
and it's
He's
just
gonna keep the same
crazy.
haircut style.
Awesome.
I cannot believe that. Signed and
Blonde-
dated and everything.
If I
Like
could-
a little
Blonde
hotel
bowl
tab.
Long bowl
If I could
cut.
get to that
Yeah.
level, wow.
With the bangs in front.
Any other any other artists you'd want to see tackle He-Man?
Todd McFarlane. Oh,
That's for everything. Everything is Todd McFarlane.
That would be very
Fanboy.
awesome.
Except
what about
Star
you,
Wars because
Andre?
he hates it. you know?
Right. 'cause he hates it.
Is it Alex Ross? Is Alex Ross the guy who did the
Yes.
Marvels?
Kingdom Come?
And
Yes.
Kingdom-
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. To see that. Yeah.
I've only
Kingdom
seen
Come.
one Alex Ross He-Man take, and it was he had a special sketchbook at Comic Con, remember, and it
I've
had like
seen, yeah.
the He-Man Skeletor, but that was it, you know.
for sure.
But I'd love to see like other
Oh,
characters.
like just a full out run. Man.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
great.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know why, but the interiors just maybe it's because of the '80s cartoon, and I want more of that nostalgia. That I would not want this more modern,
Oh yeah.
Transition.
digital or painted
Right.
or anything. I just feel like it should be that traditional, like
Like that-
comic book art.
that
That's what
poppy
Ryan
stuff.
Otley, Frank Cho, pretty relative. I think
Yes.
that would be really cool to see that.
I agree.
Very
And
awesome.
if you guys have any suggestions on who you would like to see tackle He-Man, let us know.
I'll
Drop the
tackle
artist.
you, man. Oh, wait a
That's
minute. Where's this podcast go?
That's the wrestling match.
He's the He-Man.
Power of Grayskull.
I had to.
So leave a comment, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right into what that pop is about. Saved by the Bell.
I'll
Yes.
tackle Zach Morris.
He's a blonde Tom Cruise.
Yes.
So,
Pretty much.
who watched Saved by the Bell growing up?
Me.
I did.
Right?
Well,
Online, who
yesterday.
did? Come on.
Who did? Let's hear it, everybody.
I was in my late teens when that came out.
Yeah.
Is that
you
the
watch
truth
it?
or no?
No, I watched it.
Oh, you're all right.
Watched it. Yeah.
Did you watch the beginning?
the junior high
high?
years.
Yep. Watched that.
The Miss Bliss era.
I more watched that than I did Saved by the Bell until Saved by the Bell went into syndications because I was more of that age group until I went to high school when this came out. Saved by the Bell.
I think I caught it in
So,
syndication.
Good Morning Miss Bliss.
Did you watch the original episode, the original pilot of Good Morning Miss Bliss, where it's a different Belding, there's a different everybody,
Is everybody
except for Miss
For
Bliss.
sure, I remember that.
The only ones that were correct were Lisa, Zach, and Slater.
Screech.
Yeah, I mean Screech.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I used to
Yeah,
think
Screech.
Mikey was a little like
Yeah,
younger
Mike was,
Slater.
yeah.
I because I had seen the high school ones first, and then I caught the junior high ones in syndication, and I thought, oh, that's a little Slater. But then they're
Only
all,
'cause
hey,
of the
Mikey,
hair.
you know,
Yeah,
like,
they
because he had the same
hair.
little mullet afro or
Yeah.
Jerry curl hair that he had, you know, like that curly. That I forget what that do is called. You know what I'm talking about?
It's like
the
a
AC
mullet.
Slater
It is
hair.
like-
Yeah.
It's a mullet.
curly
It's a
mullet.
mullet.
And I thought it was a
Slater
little-
pulled it off. You know?
Yeah, Mario Lopez is the shit.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, extra.
Jason will tackle Mario.
You got him mid-drink.
Oh, it's
Fantastic.
Okay, we got people. Oh, favorite character? I love Jesse, said Laura.
Yeah.
I love
I
Joanna.
like Jesse too.
Jesse taking pills?
Wait a minute, no comment.
Jesse taking pills?
Jesse.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Hot Sunday, that was the name of the group, right? And the other group was the Zit Hit Machine, and Screech goes, sounds to me like a real breakout group. Screech. See, Screech is the hero of it all. Screech
yeah.
survived all the movies. He was in the junior high, and he even made it to that awful Saved by the Bell, the new class, where he actually worked at the school.
Oh, the
helping
janitor?
Belding. No, he was helping
Belding did
Belding. He's
too,
like a
right?
counselor. Yeah. But Screech survived all of them.
Screech
See,
did not make the reunion though.
see Belding,
No, he's not invited.
Jimmy
Wasn't
Fallon
invited.
hit the nail right on the head when Zach moves to California with his two best friends in principal because he was in
was in
Indiana in
Indiana.
junior high. All of a sudden, Belding and his two friends are in California with them, and they had that little Zach Morris skit on Jimmy Fallon, and he came out as Zach Morris, and then he goes, "Yeah, I grew up in Indiana in junior high, and then after junior high, I moved to California with my two best friends in principal." I don't know how he kept a straight face.
That's a great skit.
That is
There's so
very
much.
funny. That is so true. You don't even think about that.
Just those the random characters. To me, one of the big characters from the junior high, the Rigmas, like Those two guys with the red jackets that were just like Zach was going to join them. It's like they threw the best junior high frat parties there is. I mean, because those are a thing. Because those are a thing, right?
That's how great that show.
Rigma's together forever, Trevor.
Oh, wow.
I was like, wow.
Zach Morris would
I'm
be
a super fan.
Getting a little
today.
scared.
Zach Morris would be on trial.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes,
He
he was
did
a
things that
bully.
were just
He's a
unspeakable.
womanizer.
Yep.
Oh, for sure. That,
He'd be arrested. He'd be everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was quite the piece
He's
of
a
meat.
He didn't do dope in the bathroom, though.
No,
yeah.
He had standards.
Oh, Johnny Dakota.
Johnny Dakota did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. It was like a roach or something.
It's a
The
roach.
smallest joint ever.
That's what,
Oh, he's doing dope.
that's what Screech goes. Ditto for me, bub. So tonight all my Johnny Dakota figures become lawn mulch.
oh, wow.
Screech. Screech was
You
hilarious.
are my hero, man.
Nothing's don't eat
Verbatim was-
burgers.
Yeah. The whole episode. man.
Screech a fight though.
Screech?
Yeah. They did that celebrity.
Oh yeah.
Well, he was
fights.
in
He
Taekwondo.
literally
Oh, yeah.
beat up China, but like,
Yeah.
Justin
Now
Bieber.
she's dead.
yeah.
Killed her.
Did.
Screech Powers, huh? That's like a superhero name in itself. Screech Powers.
Smash.
I don't know whoever put that together. I don't know how they think that was gonna go. Like,
Did you watch first he beat up
sadly, I did. Sadly, I
Walking
did.
Back from Walking Back Carter. What was that nerd name from Welcome Back Carter?
I wasn't born then.
Sorry, before my time. I'm 25 years old, guys.
He like murdered the guy in the ring when they fought.
You had the name last time.
Yeah,
I
I did.
know, we
I
did.
had the name. Shoot.
It wasn't
Now-
Zach
now-
when he took Lisa Turtle from him, right?
Oh my gosh.
So, like this jerk.
That show, I caught it. I caught it in syndication, right? Saved by the Bell. And so after all the cartoons, Saved by the Bell would come up, and
Right.
like, it just ruined high school for me because I thought like it was going to be like this amazing place. And like,
Victor
oh my god, yeah.
People.
There's standing lockers you can just go into and hide out.
Hide in
walk
there.
in
Yeah. Not
Screechless.
The guy's name was Arnold Horshack.
There you go.
Oh, there's a Schwarzenegger. I was like,
I've never
How
gone
do
to
we
a
not
school
know that?
that is
Is it the
indoor,
chopper?
but to this day, when I see a school that is indoor, I just envision that it looks like the inside of. Damn it! Come on, what's the name of the high school?
freaking
Bayside.
Bayside. Yeah,
Bayside
that's what I
is a
envision.
school that's
That all
cool.
every indoor high school looks like Bayside.
I
It all
swear,
does.
yeah.
I have been in a few for my other job, and
Do they look like
they look like it. Yeah, they do. I walk in and like, it looks like.
Is there a kid that looks like Screech over there?
Well, I'm not
I
like
would totally be
observing
folding
kids.
my pants
They were
and rolling
so-
them up.
Screech.
I think there are more kids that look like Screech than Zach Morris. That's for sure.
Zach Morris
You're
is
right.
Tom Cruise.
Well, we got some comments for Saved by the Bell. Let's see.
Oh, let's see.
Everybody watched Saved by the Bell. If they say they didn't, they're lying. Fun fact: AC Slater is in the movie Colors.
Colors with Ice-T?
Colors, really?
No, Ice-T did the song for that.
Who commented
Colors.
that?
Colors. Colors.
Jeff Martin.
I knew it was.
Jim.
That's why I asked, because I knew that man had that knowledge.
Somebody put no, but who watched Saved by the Bell and California Dreams? Not me.
Not me.
Just Saved by the Bell.
I
Get
did
off
watch
our- get
California
off our
Dreams.
podcast.
It's such
I don't know what that is.
California Dreams.
it's like the poor man Saved by the
Hey,
Bell.
it's the poor man Saved by the Bell, the new
Sounds
class,
familiar, but I
to show you
can't.
how down low on the totem pole it is.
It came out
really
after
is.
it, though. I remember.
Yeah.
And then you turn the TV.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure. One day I was just like, let's see what this is about. It wasn't about much, guys.
It was stupid.
It was very. They were like in a
Well,
band.
they don't have
And-
cops.
Well,
Saved by the Bell, new class
I was
pops,
not
yeah.
alive when these did.
oh
Boy. Can we get a modern Lisa with horrendous makeup?
And the two,
it's not just the makeup, dude.
hey, and the two-pack of the Rigmas. Rigmas together forever.
We got some more comments.
Johnny Dakota, I want to. Was that his name?
Johnny Dakota?
Yeah, I want one
At
of
the
them with
attic?
the roach and.
With the roads like that.
Jason Bean put, Jason is the biggest Saved by the Bell fan I know. His football team is even a reference to the show.
What's my team's name, Jason Bean? What's my team's name?
Let's see if he says. I thought this said Jason's a major douchebag. No,
You're welcome.
it said Zach was a
Nailed it.
major douchebag. It was from Jessica. I was like, why is she saying Jason's a major?
Oh, thanks, Jess.
If you want to see how much of a douchebag Zach was, go on Facebook and type in Zach Morris's trash. He has his own show, and it's not his show. There's a commentator that takes an episode and dissects it and just takes out every piece of Zach Morris being trash
That's a hater.
to his friends.
Break out the haterade.
to-
Man,
For
yeah.
real. He was mad because he had a brick phone in high school.
Because he got to pull around with the school nurse and his boss's daughter on the Malibu Sands Beach
Kelly
Club.
Kapowski, dude.
He has Stacy Carosi
No,
at
there's
the beach.
this one episode.
There's not one of us at this table that wouldn't take Kelly Kapowski today. So we're
yeah.
all in
No,
this.
there's this
Zach
one
Morris.
episode where he took out the principal's niece.
Oh, yeah.
Penny Belding.
And he screwed his girlfriend Kelly over so that way he could take out his niece. But he couldn't do it on the same day, so he had Screech dress up like him and wear a friggin' blonde
Yep.
wig.
Yes.
And the same shirt and everything, yeah.
So that way he could take her out the next day.
But she fell for Screech.
Yeah, she fell for Screech because she thought Screech was him.
Sound like
Yeah,
a pimp to me. I don't know.
Remember when Screech goes,
I'll tell you.
Cell phone.
he tells Zach comes along and goes, that's my friend Screech. He's a douche or something like that. She goes, he seems kind of rude.
And Slater figured this out and then tried to have them show up in the same room together, so they did, and then Kelly ended up forgiving him. So.
Yeah, man, for sure, 100%. Like, today, it would have been like Zach Morris,
He's trash.
Harvey Weinstein, and Cosby. They like they would have been, and then like R. Kelly. They would have
R. Kelly, Bill Cosby.
No.
and
That's a
the
whole
closest-
different league.
I
R.
think
Kelly's
so,
a whole
man.
different
It still
league.
goes in there.
I don't think anybody's like R.
Zach
Kelly.
Morris.
Did I miss that?
Zach-
Yeah, he's in a different league.
I'm telling you now. If you go back and watch it, you're going to be like,
He would.
He would.
he probably put.
He was a bully too.
Oh, my
remember
gosh.
poor Alan on the student council meeting? He's
Yeah.
like, things are looking heavy. I'm like, wow. Body shaming wasn't a thing back
Oh,
then.
man.
Or that girl Wendy, remember?
Oh,
the
yeah.
one that won him for $100.
But he wouldn't date her because she was like the big
She's
chick
like,
around, right?
she's like, what? Because I'm not like Callie or Nicole or Elle McPherson.
Why do you remember that?
Why don't I remember that?
Somebody get this man on the Saved by the Bell show.
Yeah, can we start?
He's going to have his own podcast just for Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell, man.
Saved by the
First guest is the
trivia.
Rigmas.
And Jason Bean put Rigmas.
Oh, man.
You're welcome. Remember that name, Bean?
Oh,
Remember that
that's
name?
your
That's his
fantasy
fantasy-
football?
People are probably thinking like, how weird. The Rigmas.
Hey, the Rigmas are going to win the fantasy football league, and that's that. Did you just snort? You just snorted.
That always happens to Denton.
Goes with long hair, apparently.
Yeah.
And on that side of the table.
What's really cool is like later on in life, like after watching these guys on TV so long, like for a while there, like every like wrestling show I did, like Belding was there. Like he was,
Dennis Haskins.
yeah, like,
He
he
probably
was,
had to pay for his ticket, too.
like, well, for a little bit there, he was like part of the show, and like I'd just be like putting on tights, and this guy's just like
Belding
talking
had,
about his good old days.
Belding had a in his office. He had a degree, and his degree was for what was it for? Karate. He had a degree for karate.
Yeah, you were one of those. I heard Belding, like when they had the pop up the Max in LA.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
he just haunted that area.
Oh man,
Belding could have
all
killed
the-
Screech in that fight.
I don't know. Yeah,
probably,
Who asked that?
probably, yeah.
He's
yeah.
not that little though.
No,
He
Belding's a
went to
big
jail
guy.
too. No, Screech.
Screech? Oh, yeah, Screech
Yeah.
went to... Screech
Yeah,
is
he
a
did.
bad
He
boy.
Went to more than jail.
Yeah.
Jason has a VHS seal.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that.
my!
To that guy, man. He was just like, did you guys ever watch like the made for TV movie that was like based on like Screech's book?
No.
It was on like, what? You guys.
No.
No, please,
It's
please.
so-
We have a watching party for that.
Elaborate.
We have the TV right there.
It's the greatest, man. Like the movie basically makes like Screech
based on-
seem like the greatest guy of all time, and everybody else was like dicks to him and stuff. But like,
I wonder how true it is.
it's off.
There was
For
an
sure.
interview like 3 years ago. Mario Lopez
were
interviewed
big
Dustin
film.
Diamond, and he asked him like, "What would you say if you were to see the cast of Saved by the Bell nowadays?" And he said, "Honestly, I'd probably give him a hug, you know." Like, and he asked him
Well-
about the reunion that they had, and he's like, "I would have loved to have been on it, but unfortunately, I wasn't invited." I don't know if he was just keeping it mellow for.
I think like he burned so many bridges, and like I think it was like either like Hallmark or Lifetime who made the movie, and it was based on his books, and it was like everybody was a druggie, and then like Screech was like, "Hey guys, maybe we shouldn't do this," and then.
Maybe we shouldn't do this, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
that book's doing really good. I saw it on Amazon for $3. We were looking at it.
$3?
last week.
$3
man.
new?
$3, I'm in.
Sold. I'm there.
Yeah, I hope so.
Look it up though. It's a hilarious like. You can just tell like this guy is just.
I don't know. I'd like to meet him in real life. Like. Because I heard the same thing about Rob Liefeld. Like, everybody was like, Rob Liefeld is a douche. And then we met him at a Comic-Con. He was like one of the nicest guys there,
He gave us free prints.
Yeah, he gave us free prints and stuff. He was cool. He was shut your mouth. You shut your mouth.
So maybe like Star Trek.
Until I meet Dustin Diamond, I can't like make that. I'd like to meet the guy himself.
100%. I think now he's probably like super mellow. That usually happens. Like you ride this roller coaster and you're like a dick, and then everything's taken away from you, and you're like, maybe I should be.
Dustin, if you're watching, you were the hero of Saved by the Bell. You survived all of them.
I followed Jesse's career.
Of course you did.
What other movie was she in?
He was just waiting for the moment.
I just need a break in the conversation. I need an internet.
It's my in.
Jesse.
Now let's talk about this.
Go for it, man.
What was
Do
that
it, do
movie
it.
called?
She was in Any Given Sunday.
Come on,
she
come on.
was.
That's not the one I'm talking
That's
about.
not the one we're...
It starts with the S also.
Yeah.
But
Look at talking
Into
about
the S.
Showgirls, bro. That was like I think that's like the only sex scene I've ever been like, what are we doing here? Like it's just like
what was she doing there?
I don't even know. Like what would you call that?
Did you close your eyes?
No, I was trying to figure this out. Like I was like, who
I don't
directed
blame that
this?
on her. I blame that on the director. He wanted to take the characters there, so he took it there, and she went with it.
Stop it.
Hey, she was doing it to save the rainforests.
Yep.
She was a poor man.
She was the environmentalist.
Kardashian, that's all that was.
Hey, I take Spano over Kardashian any day.
And now,
Oh my
now
God.
she does Hallmark movies.
Yeah,
Lifetime
for sure.
originals, yeah. Wholesome
Oh,
family
sweet.
fun.
Oh, I bet.
We got some gold on the comments, guys.
Let's hear it.
So,
I would be the
did
guy.
you know Mario played in an episode of Golden Girls?
Who was that? Who said that?
Amanda Packer.
Okay.
He played an illegal immigrant young boy who had to be deported. Don't laugh, Andre. That's not the joke. That's where he started.
You had me right there.
That's when casting was okay.
You're in the right group. Everybody just
A simpler time back then.
No. Whoa.
And then
So great.
and then Jason Bean started singing the Golden Girls theme.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you guys seen that meme about the Golden Girls 2019? It is
No.
the fucked upest thing I've ever seen. It shows.
Is it all caskets?
It shows like fucking. What's that lady? The one that's still alive?
Betty White.
Betty White. It shows her like that. It shows the rest of them, but their eyes are all like zombified and shit. You seen it, right?
That's horrible.
That's me. Sophia was the first one to go.
You had me at the fucked upest most thing, dude.
Hey, remember Stop or My Mom Will Shoot? Sylvester
What does that have to do with anything?
Sophia, whatever the fuck her name was. No, Sophia was the Golden Girl name. Estelle Getty was the real name.
Okay.
Fucked upest most thing.
Now it's Estelle Detty.
Oh, he lost my
Fudge,
mind.
yeah.
Lost my mind.
Okay, let's keep going.
No, that's not.
Betty White is still kicking.
Yep. She's funny.
No, she is. She
Who
is.
said that?
Amanda Packer.
Thanks, Amanda, for stating the obvious.
Jeff Martin, dramatic performance in the jacuzzi. I think that was geared towards your showgirls.
Yeah.
I hope it's not the Golden Girls.
Where is he watching?
Like,
And then now she does
You
Hallmark
started again.
movies.
I did.
So it sounds like Jesse does Hallmark movies now?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
She does.
And
He's
then-
following his career.
Yeah, following her career.
For sure.
For educational
Because
purposes.
I would like to be
Kelly's
that
been-
one.
I don't know whether this one.
What does it say?
She
is
was
it?
supposed to be.
Casted as the slut, not Rue McClanahan. Rue McClanahan? Estelle Getty was supposed to be the slut? That's horrible. She's like fucking 90 back then. I mean, holy shit.
Yes.
That's the fucked upest most thing.
I wonder, like, if
We
she
went off the rails hard, man.
I wonder if she does like signing, and people are like, she's signing these.
Not
Hallmark
anymore, she's
movies.
dead.
Well, not her, but like obviously that'd be super weird.
Like
I feel
creepy
like,
and shit.
don't know
Walker
how this-
Stalker Con.
I don't know how this is happening. You know?
Hey, I dare somebody to cosplay as like
No,
the Golden Girls and shit nowadays.
Right.
See what just
Zombies. It's great for Halloween.
The Walker Stalker Con.
Oh my
Walker
God.
Stalker Con. Makes sense.
Was there a day where they were watching this type of shit?
They're dropping like flies, dude. Thank you for tanking this successful podcast.
Oh wow!
All right, well, let's go ahead and once again, if you want to win one of these prizes, leave one of your ridiculous comments.
Please.
Jesus Christ, there's so much to talk about. Go ahead.
Jeez.
You snorted too. I just heard you. You snorted.
Yeah, I did. It's gone too
I
far.
apologize.
Before we close, I do want to give everybody a chance to plug what's going on. Let's start with Linebreakers and Comic Fest.
Oh, yeah. We'll be doing Comic Fest. We're hoping to have it be bigger than Free Comic Book Day. That's October
nice.
26th. It'll be all day. Open at 10. It's going to be daytime for kids, nighttime for adults.
Nice,
there'll
like
be-
last time.
So Saturday,
last
right?
time. Yeah.
I did this.
Yep.
And if you went to the Free Comic Book Day that was here last time, it was...
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, rad.
I pulled all day with these guys.
Yeah,
and
it was-
Jesus
it was
Christ, it was ridiculous. But
There'll be a
you want
costume
to go to the
contest
food.
for kids and for adults.
We'll have to
Sweet.
get some cosplayers
Yeah,
again.
again.
Yeah. This will
there'll
be
some
fantastic.
food.
Free comics.
You're right. Got some other new special things planned. It's just a little bit different.
What?
Surprises, huh?
Right.
Some
I
good
heard
artists in attendance.
And we'll definitely have more news as we grow closer towards Comic Fest.
That's going to be
So
awesome.
mark it on your calendar.
Look forward to all the posts we're gonna
October
make about it.
26th.
So not quite Halloween, but it's getting there.
Same thing with it.
There
The
we
weekend
go.
before Halloween.
And then for Linebreakers, you always plug in the website. Go for it.
Linebreakers.club, comichub.com, or comicbooksurplus.com.
Or Linebreakers Comics on Facebook.
Linebreakers
Definitely want to
Comics
be in
on
that group.
Facebook.
Yes.
If you're in that
Great
group, you want to
group.
be in that group.
Be
yeah,
there.
there's a lot of benefits to being in that group.
You're
There's a lot of cool
missing
things
things if
going
you're not
on.
in that group.
And Jason Bean's in that group, and you can see he's on fire today. So like he was
He's
singing
always on
Golden Girls.
fire. He's like,
He said you guys need a few more beers.
No, specifically Jason.
Jason's already like,
I only had 4.
Somebody said, "What kind of cosplay are you guys rocking for Halloween?" Well, we know you two are fighting.
You guys are He-Man.
Aqualad and
Fighting,
Robin.
I'm like fighting. Rolling around.
It's a wrestling match, guys.
Yeah, that's really crossing the line there.
Andre, I know you're part of Nerd Militia. Go
yes,
ahead and
yes.
plug
So
that.
I got like YouTube channel Nerd Mulisha. You guys can head over there. Right now, we just finished up doing our Crow short film. We're going to show that Nerdbots. You guys can check that out.
Oh, Nerdbot's coming up real quick,
our
man.
Nerdbot Expo. So we're showing it there. And then, of course, like I'm just making videos for everything pop culture and nerd and geek culture. You know what I mean?
Oh, very nice.
Any Golden Girls or?
Let me tell you, if I run into Betty White, you know,
Run into the
All
others.
bets
you're
are
dead.
off.
The other
You went to
ones-
the other ones, you died.
yeah,
Where you went, I don't know.
I've taken a wrong turn somewhere.
Betty White's house, I think. The caskets.
The Undertaker's there. And he's
The Undertaker.
We're bringing it back to professional wrestling.
yeah, he's like, hey, welcome. I'm like, oh man.
He's like, my name's Mark, damn it.
any other plugs?
I'll
Any-
plug my Monday nights. We do board game nights here at Linebreakers.
Oh, sweet.
At 6:30, we play games like Terraforming Mars. Last night we played Rising Sun, Scythe, all kinds of different games. So.
Good stuff.
Definitely
Sweet.
fun, yeah, for sure.
That's
Crowd has
awesome.
grown bigger on that, so it makes it even cooler.
That was awesome.
Really cool
So
environment you guys have, yeah. And I'll go ahead and plug Pastrami Nation. So make sure you visit pastramination.com for news, reviews, audio, video, cosplay coverage, all the fun stuff. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest,
And
with
tout.
over 60,000 people a month on
You
Pinterest.
say in tout?
Tout.
Oh
He's
my
gonna get it,
God.
yeah.
Is that even still
Nobody ever gets it.
operational? Oh my god! The amount of money sunk into tout, like who? I
He
hope
got it.
that asshole is fired, man. So fired. I hope he never gets work. That was a
He's
horrible
like,
idea.
what's going on?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just feel like I want to plug my MySpace now. I have no idea what this is about.
It was
Six tunes on it now.
You could be in my top
Yeah,
16.
I think it was like WWE's like attempt
It was
at
their social media. It was
It was
horrible.
so horrible.
He's still
Next
using-
biggest thing
Are you
since
still? Does it
XFL.
still work for you?
It works for me.
Like Vince is like, get off.
Leave me alone. Damn it, leave me alone.
it until everyone's off.
Jason Smith and Victorville, get off.
And we did have somebody say they need to look up Nerd Militia. Yeah, Jason Bean, definitely look it up. We'll pop
Yeah.
the link on
For
our
sure.
Facebook as well, so that way people
Awesome.
can check it out. And Jason Bean put, no clue how to use Pinterest. That makes two of us, but we're still getting hits, man.
It's like
Let me tell you, the hits are crazy on that. I mean, I would get hundreds of thousands of hits.
It's ridiculous,
per item.
yeah.
I don't know
Pinterest-
how well it translates when you go third party, but
That's awesome, man.
tons and tons.
Pinterest
and
is
tons
literally
of
digital window shopping.
That's very interesting.
It is.
I've used that one a lot.
You know,
On
well, if we're
Pinterest,
going
I
further
can
too, Batman Day is 21st of this month.
Batman Day.
You guys remember like
Please elaborate.
the magic guy who used to be at like the shop on or the diner in Saved by the Bell?
Max.
Max.
Yeah, I see.
He was at the Max doing performances and whatnot.
Oh wow.
He's actually doing really well for
He
himself.
I used to
yeah.
see him at like Not Scary Farm like all
Really?
the time.
Was it him or was it just some nerd?
No, it was.
I mean, if it looks like how he looked back then, it's probably just some
So he's like Gallagher. He can sell his look, and he's like,
Gallagher.
I
Wow.
never thought we would have that
I think
reference.
Gallagher's
Yeah.
gone, dude. Like,
Pretty sure Gallagher bit the dust.
Yeah.
He's with the Golden Girls.
He's with the Golden
Doesn't he have
Girls
a twin
now.
brother? Isn't it two?
Yeah, he sold. That is the greatest thing ever of all time. Like you're on your deathbed, and you're like, "Let me sell my act to my twin brother." Like, where are you taking the money? Just give it to him. Like,
Yeah, really. Well, I gotta sell it. I'm taking it with me. I'm putting it in these watermelons, and they're being buried with me. Yeah, stuck in the watermelons.
These raincoats. I have a case of raincoats.
yeah. He's like,
You don't know what you need
I'm
when
on
you're
my
dead.
last breath. If you buy from me now, I'll throw in the hammer. Like,
I hear heaven's
throw
a
him
pretty
the-
expensive place.
This is what happens if you have a few more beers, Jason
I'm
B.
sorry.
Shit. That went crazy. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for tuning in once again to the Pastrami Nation podcast. We're broadcasting live from Linebreakers. Make sure you come check it out. 7th Street in Victorville. Comic books, games, pull list, convention exclusives. They have ratio exclusive covers. They
We got
have
stuff and things.
amazing things. Yeah, stuff and things.
Stuff and things.
that's a T-shirt. If you make that a T-shirt, I will buy that. Linebreakers.
Lead loop, stuff and things.
Well, there's an unedited version.
All that stuff.
So make sure you come check it out if you haven't. It's definitely like a TARDIS. It's very big on the inside. Don't let the outside fool you.
Check it out. It is awesome.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Well, maybe. Jason Bean put exclude me from this drawing. Okay, we're gonna exclude you from the drawing.
Oh, Jason.
Why? Because you've won too many things recently?
Maybe that
What's
was it.
going on?
He's on a lucky streak.
Come on, Bean. You gotta be.
What a nice guy. I've
That is a nice guy.
I've won
He's
too
a
much.
That's a pal right there.
So he may have both. He probably has both.
I won't exclude him when I'm beating him in fantasy football.
He probably
That's
has
for
all
sure.
of those things.
He probably. Well, I know for sure he's got to have those Battle Cat.
He's probably got the whole thing of Zach.
Zach.
He's got the Zach prototype
He's on the Zach attack.
signed by Mark Paul.
All right, guys, go ahead and sign off. Signing off. This is Nolan.
Jason.
Eddie.
David.
Andre.
Denton.
All right. See you next time, guys.
All right.